Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Boys, if you can't feel it, something's a little different this year for Tennessee on the recruiting trail. We've been talking about the 865 live event, all the top talent, some of the best players in the country on campus, soaking it in. Did Tennessee make enough of an impact with a guy like Sammy Brown? We've been talking about Amir Jackson at the tight end position. Amari Jefferson late last night put out the video that five-star wide receiver Mike Matthews is now trending to Tennessee. The crystal ball prediction came in. The expert prediction came in from on3.com. Now Tennessee sits in the driver's seat. Can they close the door? Can they seal the deal? Can they get it done with Mike Matthews? We've also been talking about another five-star wide receiver, Ryan Wingo. We've been talking about how he seems to be trending away from Tennessee. He did not make it in for the 865 live event, but he did show up shortly thereafter for a visit to Knoxville. And you can see this. Steve Wiltfong put it out. St. Louis University five-star wide receiver Ryan Wingo is feeling the love during his visit with Tennessee. He showed up after the 865 live event. Kind of interesting timing because maybe, just maybe, that gave this coaching staff a little bit more time to sit down, give Ryan Wingo a little bit more attention, show his family some love. And that's something that Ryan Wingo talked about coming out of the visit, is that not only did he enjoy the visit, but his family really enjoyed it as well. Now, Steve Wiltfong, shortly after this visit, puts out an article talking about that, saying five-star wide receiver Ryan Wingo and his family enjoyed the latest Tennessee experience. And then Chad Simmons had some interesting things about where Tennessee sits with the recruitment of Ryan Wingo. We're going to get into it and talk about it, but as always, you guys know what to do. Smash that thumbs up just below the video. That is quick, free, and easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. You want to give a little bit more, you can hit that thanks button. It's like a super chat on a video, a tip in the old tip jar. We would appreciate that, but if not, that's cool. If you're new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not talking at you. We're talking with you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Tons of fun content coming your way, so make sure you stay tuned in, dialed in. But let's take a look at Ryan Wingo. If you're not familiar with him, I think most of you here on this channel are. 6'2", 215 pounds, out of St. Louis, Missouri, five-star wide receiver, top 5 wide receiver in the country. So you got Mike Matthews. I think On3 industry rankings have him as the 3rd best wide receiver in the country. How deadly, how dangerous, how nasty does Josh Heupel's offense get when you've got a generational quarterback in Nico Iamaleava slinging the rock to 2 of the top 5 wide receivers in the class of 24? Say, Boogie, how can it get better? It's the #1 scoring offense in the country. It becomes better. It becomes almost unstoppable when you start adding this type of talent. Now, we've been talking about Ryan Wingo trending away from Tennessee. You can see there the On3 recruiting prediction machine says 3%. Boogie, why are you making this video? Why are we talking about Ryan Wingo? We thought it was all Georgia. Everybody's talking about Georgia. After the visit to Tennessee, he went on down to Nashville. There's an On3 NIL Elite Series going on, and this is directly from an article from On3. It says it's the best of the best high school prospects in the 2024 recruiting class will show up in Nashville on Tuesday for the On3 NIL Elite Series presented by Mizuno, the first ever event under the On3 OS division. It goes on to say the series is aimed to give each athlete and their family an education on the NIL climate. They'll soon enter college, that they will soon enter in college. On3 is covering every angle of the event with multiple reporters on the ground recovering NIL to the latest of each athlete's recruitment. Now, the Simmons Scoop comes out shortly after this event kicks off, gets underway, talking about Ryan Wingo. Chad Simmons says, here's the buzz. Ryan Wingo has been open talking about his recruitment. Says the playmaker out of St. Louis has official visits with Georgia, Michigan, Missouri, and Texas lined up for June, planning to take an official to Miami, Tennessee, and Texas A&M during the season as well. Wingo is still keeping his options open, but the school trending for the five-star are Miami and Tennessee. Now, that's interesting because at one point it seemed like Georgia seemed to be taking over. Georgia seemed to be taking the lead. Ryan Wingo takes a visit to Miami. All of a sudden, they kind of start to surge here. Says he has visited each school multiple times. After getting him back on campus earlier this month, the Hurricanes quickly rose up the list. He was back at Tennessee on Sunday and Monday, and the staff has been consistent. If there is a team to beat heading into the summer, I would lean towards the Vols. That is from Chad Simmons. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not an insider, but I think Steve Wiltfong and I think Chad Simmons are two of the absolute best when it comes to having their finger on the pulse. So maybe it's not time to give up on Ryan Wingo. Maybe it's time to start looking at landing Ryan Wingo, Mike Matthews, and also keeping J.J. Harrell in the boat. Continue to show Amari Jefferson some love. How are they going to do this? How many players, how many wide receivers are they going to take in this class? Here's a quote from Ryan Wingo coming off the visit. Said didn't make it in town for the 865 live event, but he did visit after. Said their fans are crazy talking about The Rock. He saw The Rock painted with the name, "We Want Wingo." Says it's pretty cool. They'll love you when they go there. My dad first saw The Rock, and then I went to see it that night, and it had some more stuff on it. It's pretty cool. It's a whole different city and state. For my name to be on that, I think in the middle of campus and everyone sees it, it's pretty cool to see that. So Ryan Wingo enjoying the love. He loves the attention. Go hit him up on Twitter. Hit him with the orange emojis. Hit him with the gifts of Tennessee football. Let's show Ryan Wingo that he is also a priority in this class of 24. Here's another quote talking about the visit. Says it was pretty cool to get back up there. He visited in January. It goes on to say it was more beneficial this time. There was a lot more one-on-one with Coach Pope, Coach Max, and I spent more time with Coach Heupel. A lot of one-on-one time. So again, I talked about the 865 live event, and Sammy Brown said that this coaching staff did a great job. Mentioned Josh Heupel specifically, not just going to the certain prospects, but making everybody feel welcome, spending time with every prospect that's on campus. Josh Heupel does a good job of that, but there's something to be said about sitting down one-on-one, getting that one-on-one time, and that's what Ryan Wingo got from Josh Heupel and this coaching staff on the visit after the Memorial Day weekend event. I think you got to give Coach Pope some credit here. What he's done on the recruiting trail since taking over, a lot of questions about Josh Heupel deciding to promote him from within, and I think he has done a fantastic job on the recruiting trail. Got Mike Matthews trending. Ryan Wingo, Tennessee seems to be out front again. Do you believe it? Do you buy it? Do you think Tennessee legitimately has a shot? Or are you just going to give me one of those comments, no chance he's going to Georgia, and then move on? Because that's what the recruiting prediction machine, even though the experts are telling you it's a Tennessee-Miami battle right now, the recruiting prediction machine is not always the end-all, be-all. He is, however, Ryan Wingo going to take his official, easy for me to say, visit to Georgia this weekend. Then he'll be at Michigan, Texas, and Missouri the following weekends. And again, as it said from the Simmons Scoop, he's looking to visit Tennessee, Miami, and Texas A&M during the season. So how much value is there in that? Because he seems to be a kid that when Tennessee gets him back on campus, he's reminded how much he loves this coaching staff, how much he loves this offense, what a threat Ryan Wingo would be over the top. I've read his scouting report many, many times. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but he's a 10, 5, 500-meter guy. He's got speed. He'll beat you over the top. You add him. You add Matthews. You add J.J. Harrell. You go get a couple of tight ends like Amir Jackson. All of a sudden, this offense is going to another level. You've got Peyton Lewis running the football. You got a lot of top-ranked offensive linemen that were in town for the 865 live event. Tennessee continue some momentum there. Jordan Seaton, offensive lineman. Got to try to get an official visit. He's not committed there yet. Ronan O'Connell, Tennessee's a good spot there. What about Daniel Calhoun? The guy continues to show up on campus, likes Glenn Ellerby. Tennessee's got the tools in place, and they got to continue that momentum in the class of 24. But I want to hear from you guys. Jump into the comment section. How do you feel about Ryan Wingo? I know at one point, very heavily trending to Tennessee. Then it shifted. Now it's back. Do you believe Tennessee can hang on to him, or do you think that Ryan Wingo is playing the game? Hit the comment section. Let me know. As always, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up on the way out through because that's quick, free, and easy. Also, all you members of the channel, make sure those memberships stay up to date. I know they expire sometimes after 30 days. Credit card information changes, whatever the case may be. Make sure you keep those up to date. You want to be a part of that. You want to financially support what we are doing. Hit that join button down below. It's only $1 a month. We got almost 20,000 subscribers. We're trying to rally the troops, get some memberships around here. Keep the light bills on. I don't want to do this in the dark, so hit that join button if you want to be a part of that. And you guys know the deal. Go check out the merch, bonfire.com/store/. Talkin Vols. We appreciate all the support. If you've got that Talkin Vols merch, I want to see it. Tweet at me at Boogie Bentley on the old Twitter machine, showing you repping the merch. Would love to see it. Appreciate the way you guys support this channel. Could not do it without you. I say it all the time. I am forever grateful to you guys for giving me the opportunity to do this full time. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.